Objective complete. We have the Eye of the Priestess.
Ching!
I probably should have shown off that boss before I got that item, but whatever.
See what he look.
You're actually not missing that much because it's invisible.
Literally, actually invisible.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I know it's been a while.
Oh well.
And I didn't see it with this character, so like even we're in New Game Plus right now, and I didn't even bother.
Well.
Oh yeah.
There
I
you go.
remembered.
That took a while.
I didn't even attempt the DLCs in the first playthrough of this character. So.
No.
No. Then I didn't see a need to. Unless I wanted just more XP, but nah.
Yeah, I mean, you're leveled, what, 233 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Seems at that point, maybe you don't need to really level up anymore.
Well, yeah, that's because I sold all of the souls and the weapons and items that I got from the first playthrough, which added up to quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my final character level for my character in the first Dark Souls was like 140 or something like that.
Well, at least on average for my characters, I finished the game with around level 100.
Yeah.
But you will level up a lot more often in DS2 compared to DS1 and DS3.
Yeah. Because they retooled like the leveling costs.
Yeah, and also the actual improvements you get for each level is less than in the previous games.
Huh. Interesting. Wham!
Like they made it so like the soft caps are really high.
Right.
So you cap off your stats a lot later. So I guess that would balance it out. I'm not sure. But in DS3,
so how do we,
this is
how do we melt those ice walls?
Oh, well, we need to progress through the level. You essentially go through this level twice.
Oh, Holy Knight Aurheim, huh?
So I want you to guess where Holy Knight Aurheim is. He's somewhere.
Did he come in behind us?
He's casting a spell. Well, he's planning to come behind us.
Oh boy.
But I know where it is, so if you remember Muldron the Assassin in the previous DLC, and then the invader that we have right now, they have, learned their ways of some invasions. They have some gimmicks. They actually act like most players.
Right.
So I say that because take a look at what I'm about to do right now.
What? Is he disguised as a barrel?
Yep. Pretty good.
Well then, that's a thing.
Yes, yeah.
Huh.
So there is a treasure chest right there, and if you open it, he will backstab you. There's like as long as you can cancel the animation or anything, because yeah. So that's how he gets you.
I was not expecting that. So well played, I guess.
So unless you're the type of player that breaks every object that he sees, then likely on your first playthrough you will get backstabbed by this guy.
Right. So what happens if you roll through his barrel?
I don't know. That's probably something I need to check out.
Because I usually roll through the barrels.
Or
in boxes.
maybe they'll know, and then like he just transforms back anyway. Oh, and also the Eye of the Priestess that reveals some summoning signs as well.
Ah, interesting.
Because now is the proper time to engage in the boss.
Right. Yeah, don't wanna summon help for an invisible boss. Jeez, what good would that do?
Yeah, there's actually no point.
Can they not like even attempt to attack an invisible boss?
No, the actual signs don't appear.
Well, yeah.
Maybe the Eye Priestess helps with that, or maybe it's just like, oh, maybe this person actually has a chance now. Let's help him out.
So where's the
So Ava
Yeah, where's the boss located?
in next to the fog door. Like, come on.
I mean, like, how close is it to these? Hi.
Oh, he doesn't appear immediately. You have to wait a while. Actually, yeah, think about it.
Oh, hello. This looks pretty ominous.
Yep, there's Ava. I think we will seek the old chaos. How about
Hi.
that? Hey.
Hello, giant snow tiger.
Yeah, it's a white tiger. That can cast sorceries.
Oh, because of course. So
Yeah, that's its gimmick. It's an animal. It's an animal persona user.
So is this more unique than the rats were? The giant rat.
Yeah, it should be, because it doesn't have little tiny tigers helping it out. That inflict toxin.
I mean, it's not just like another reskinned version of Sif, but with ice magic this time, is it?
Oh no, he has stuff. I don't know. He seems more like a reskin of the Sanctuary Guardian than anything.
Right. Well, that was a very fast jump.
I feel like the bosses in this DLC specifically go against co-op parties because like it has tons of AoE attacks.
I mean, that's the best way to handle co-op groups, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Very powerful AoE attacks as well.
I want you to try to guess what the DLC, the optional boss in this DLC is, because
well, we're gonna break our sword, aren't we? Oh god. Ow. You're now just a puddle inside that armor.
yeah, don't worry, I repaired my weapon.
You used to be human, but now you're actually just animated Havel's suit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So even jumping on you damages you.
An ice dragon.
No.
Would that be too easy?
It's no. No, that'd actually be too smart. The optional boss is like, nah, it's like, it might be copy pasted, but they added a few gimmicks to it.
Is it a dude in a suit of armor? Wait,
No.
Is it this tiger again?
Yeah, but there's two of them. But I think they have more attacks, I think. I don't know.
Oh. Soul of Ava. Cool. What can we make with that?
So yeah, the other two pets that you fight in the optional area, they drop their own souls. It's called one's called Lud, one's called Zullen or Zalin, whatever. They all drop their unique souls, and you can make, you know, stuff. I don't know, weapons. I don't fucking know.
Generic soul objects.
No, it's just unique weapons, unique souls.
Well,
Grand Cathedral.
Certainly looks very grand. Locked.
Mm,
Locked.
I
Who's,
think
who's
that's like
locked?
some form of Gaelic. He I don't know, some guy.
Again, another person that we have never seen before.
No, I think
Oh.
Melissa
Ooh.
or something was the last player I summoned.
This looks like we need to turn up the heat.
Yeah, we do.
We are
Who am I?
we're the flame bearer, right?
No, we're Trailblazer.
Who actually? Who are we in the context of like the story of this game?
Well, the Emerald Herald calls us the bearer of the curse. The curse being, hollow, I guess.
Do we actually have any importance to the plot, like in the first game, or are we just the?
Well, the first game being, no, in both games we're kind of like nobodies.
Well, but we're still like in Dark Souls 1, like you're still the chosen undead.
Yeah, but like the only character that calls you that is Framt, and like
Wow.
he's essentially using
Yeah.
you to, like further his agenda. That's so he calls you. Ooh, you're the chosen undead.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'll call you because you sound important.
I guess you could have said that to any number of other people before.
Exactly. So it's not an actual name. That's a title, and a title can be given to anyone.
Okay. Are we gonna end up becoming important at the end of the game?
Oh yeah, we will. we're well, I don't know. In the first game, we seem important because we're killing basically all the most powerful beings in the world.
Well, plus you can become the person who either links the fire or doesn't.
Yeah. But in this game, obviously, all the tough badasses are dead already. So it's not really about that. It's more of what we achieve. Yeah, in the first game it's more like who you're gonna defeat, but in this game it's more like what changes to the world you make after a certain thing you do. That is actually you can only do it if you finish all the DLCs.
Right.
So
Yes.
which we will do, and I will show that, and I will explain what we actually do.
Are we talking to somebody who's not? Is she?
No, there's a player model.
Okay.
So what she's gonna do is open the path.
Wow, that was
So
very dramatic.
and she breaks all the ice in the area as well. So we can attempt the boss right now, but that's very ill-advised.
Why is that?
At the moment, we're like gathering forces to team up with, so we can deal with the Ivory King. But our forces is kind of puny right now, so we're gonna search for this area to get more allies.
I mean, it's mostly just us, isn't it?
No, you get like a squad, and you're gonna need that squad during the boss.
Really? This sounds like a very different mechanic than any of the other fights in the game.
Yeah, that's because there's like 2 phases to the fight. Well, noticeable like changes during the fight. Like the fight begins before the boss even appears.
Right.
But I'll explain what that actually entails once we get to it. But
Huh.
in that first like pre-fight, you're gonna need allies.
I'm intrigued. Sounds like the boss fight's actually interesting then.
it's a pretty interesting boss fight. Like, and while the Ivory King, despite being a suit of armor with a sword, once we enter the boss area, it's very interesting.
Fair enough.
Probably like one of the best looking fights in the Soul series. So, these priest guys, now that for some reason we've dealt with the ice, they will aggro on you.
Yeah. Just kind of sadly praying for the ice to return.
Well, it never will now, and you can see that there's a lot less like ice fog.
Yeah. So where are we? Where do we actually have to go to recruit our?
You essentially go the same path as before, but there's slight detours.
Right, through like the areas that were frozen the first time around.
Yes.
Are we?
And also like some treasure chests, some doorways.
Are they gonna be like obvious? How we
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're gonna know if like something. Oh, no, it's not covered in ice anymore. I guess I'll go down here.
Well, I mean, like the help we're getting. Is that gonna be like obvious to find?
Oh, it's not like it tells you where to find them. You just find like a door. You open it, and then you find your ally, and then they teleport out of it, and like, okay, I guess that's joined my team now.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
You were very ineffectually trying to attack us with that knife of yours, so.
It's called a dagger. Right? I mean, like knives, only one-sided is bladed, but for a dagger, it's both sides.
I don't know. They look very like they look like they're just trying to stab you with icicles. To be honest.
Yeah, they are.
Which I mean, if
this area is like.
If you get a solid enough icicle, it could be dangerous.
It's a perfect murder weapon because it just melts. So it's not like there's any evidence.
Yeah, of course. That's.
And you can't get any fingerprints on it.
God, could you imagine just like being stabbed in the neck by an icicle?
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Well, I do live in Scotland.
Well, there are warnings about falling ice, so I guess like it does happen that like icicles just fall and impale themselves into people's heads.
Oh yeah, I know what happens.
And they just die. It's like, oh jeez.
Yeah, I've seen icicles that are like, oh, they're taller than me. Yeah, that's gonna do damage.
These guys' swords look like they should turn into like chain whips.
Oh, like Ivy's sword from Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Just looks like it should extend out.
We did find basically. Well, I know, maybe it's just unnecessarily serrated or something.
Yeah.
But we basically did find Ivy's sword in the first DLC.
Right. Oh god.
Because it kind of combines the short sword moveset with the whip moveset.
Right.
And you can actually see it like breaking to pieces and like, oh, I can do swishy swish and like, oh, I'm like all fancy.
Well, it's like
whip that you thought was a sword.
They made one of the weapons in Bloodborne like that too, right?
Oh yeah, the cane or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it had like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much like it.
Yeah, it had like the serrated kind of blade, and then it switched to like a whip or something, didn't it?
Yeah. Although I don't think many people actually used it because the damage output isn't actually that high.
Well, yeah.
People seem to say like, oh, if you want easy mode in Bloodborne, just use the axe. At least that's what I've heard. Which is a shame because, like, even though
I would probably
like every weapon has a gimmick, the axe's gimmick isn't that important. Isn't that impressive.
I would probably at least on New Game Plus, I'd say, because you can't really get it until pretty late in the game. But as per usual in the way that the weapons that I like, I would probably end up significantly using the Moonlight Greatsword.
The actual one or the one in the main game?
The one from the DLC.
All right, yeah. Is it actually called the Moonlight Greatsword?
It's like Ludwig's Holy Blade or something, I think.
No, that's what it's called in the main game.
Well, I believe that's what the
like Ludwig's Greatsword or something. It's the same item, just you obtain it in different times.
Let's see.
Are you looking at else? Bloodborne weapons.
Yeah, much more important than Dark Souls 2.
It actually is. Yeah.
Thank you, Internet, for not authentication error. Puh. You're
what?
Lying.
To do with your Wi-Fi?
No, I don't know. Let's see. Ludwig's Holy Blade is a trick weapon. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Ludwig's Holy Blade is probably the one that I would use from like the early game because it's the longsword that can transform into a greatsword.
Yeah.
Which definitely like sounds right up my alley. What is the name of the Moonlight Greatsword then? Holy Moonlight Sword?
Wig Greatsword. Holy Moonlight Sword.
Let's see what this has to say. Come on. Yep, the Holy Moonlight Sword was introduced with the Old Hunters DLC.
Yeah. Holy Moonlight.
Yeah, so that's the one that turns into the Moonlight.
I do like that
Sword.
reveal. I like that reveal. Like, oh, you've been holding the Moonlight Greatsword this entire time.
Yeah.
I want them like, whatever your next game is, like, oh, here's a broken straight sword. But if you like, you do a certain thing, like you can upgrade it to like, it's actually the Moonlight Greatsword the entire time. But it's broken still. That'd be great.
Aw. I feel like at this point it's kind of tradition for the Moonlight Greatsword to not be broken.
Well, you never tried it. I like to see it happen. I wonder what the next... What the hell is From Software going to make after Dark Souls 3?
I don't know.
They said they're not going to make any more Dark Souls.
I don't know. I wonder if they're going to try like something
Armored
completely
Core.
different.
Probably going to go back to Armored Core.
Be interesting seeing a... make an Armored Core game with the gameplay of Dark Souls.
Yeah, I'll be down with that. I've never played an Armored Core game anyway.
Oh, neither have I. I wonder how many people have.
Well, I don't know, isn't it only on the PlayStation consoles?
Maybe. I don't know. Do not actually know.
I know, I've never diverted my attention to it.
What?
It's, Did you catch a good look?
That... From a quick glance, it looked like the Flexile Sentry again.
It was, yeah. So, yeah.
Why?
Here
Why
it is.
is it here? What? What is... Oh, jeez. Okay. Come on, guys. Ow. Yeah, stab me with your ice.
You like it.
Why is there a sentry here?
I don't know. I actually don't know. Oh, there. There's another one.
Wow.
This is what you wanted.
More of the same boss?
Two Flexel sentries. I'm seeing double. 4 of them.
Oh, Dark Souls 2. I just don't understand you. I just...
Yeah.
Why? Like, is there any explanation?
No, I don't know. I don't actually know what the lore is for the boss.
They just threw them in for the laughs.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Oh boy. Alright, what was he guarding at least?
Anyway, the garrison ward key that opens the area to the optional area of this DLC.
Sweet. Do we have to... Are we gonna actually, like, bother killing this guy? I guess so.
We're gonna bother killing this guy.
The other one we just...
But not the other one, because it's like...
Can't be bothered.
No one wants to see the same fight again.
Reusing bosses as mini-boss. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Nope, we don't have time.
There's gonna be more mini-bosses that are gonna appear in this DLC. That wasn't the last one. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like there are games that turn mini bosses kind of into regular enemies as you go through like the game, but I really honestly cannot think of many that reuse actual bosses so often as like normal just enemies.
Well, at least... Okay, so I know in Dragon Age Origins, the first boss was a troll, or ogre, or something. And then, yeah, that's obviously the tutorial boss, and it comes back as, like, lieutenants in later areas.
You still don't...
But at least we know for a fact that there's more than one of those things that exist.
You don't see
But for Flexel
ogres.
Sentry, it seems important, but it's actually not.
You don't see ogres very often. Like, they're generally like mini bosses anyway. Like when they do show up.
Yeah.
They're not just like literally randomly placed throughout the world as you're going.
Yeah, and it makes sense how where they appear is because like the blight, you know, they're invading, so naturally in some places you find the ogres. But in Flexel Sentries here, we first found one on like a pirate ship or something, and it's there, and now they're here in the Arctic wasteland.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of them.
And there was the other one in the in the castle or something, or wherever.
Oh yeah, there was one in Lost Bastille.
Yeah. It'd be like if you know, like Dragon Age Origins, you were just like exploring around in a random like side mission area, and then suddenly saw a high dragon. It's like there's one area where there's a high dragon, but it's kind of built up that there's a dragon there. Like in the lore.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't. Oh, jeez.
Oof.
You wouldn't just be like walking around and then suddenly have a dragon land on top of you.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay to reuse stuff, but at least explain why it's reused.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't... bleh, 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 bleh.
So I've never actually seen that dark magic spell before this.
Oh, yeah, God.
I didn't know it existed, but...
They are,
But then again, I never used any dark magic.
They're kind of boxing us in here, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a good thing that enemy can't get in.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
What, is he wearing
You're
a bag on
bound to
his
lie.
head?
No, he's wearing a priest outfit.
Ah.
Which, yeah, basically.
Yeah. Kind of like a bag on his head. Goodbye,
Mhm.
Ice Tree Man. We hardly missed ye.